I doing? Let's talk about that. I mean, just look at me. I'm literally crying like, oh my God, this bitch did this. I don't want to think. I don't want to read. I just want to close my eyes and disassociate. Hello my friends, welcome to this new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm the problem. I'm definitely 100%, no question about it, the problem in this equation. I have become so extremely dependent on my phone. It's not even funny. It started as a joke, it really did. But now it's become such a big part of my daily routine that I don't see a way out of this. So I think that it's time to challenge myself to swap my screen time for some reading time, because I haven't touched a book. I haven't even thought of a book in like 2 weeks. And I'm not even in a reading slump. It's just that I have no time for reading because I'm using all of the hours in my day, all of the seconds, all of the minutes into using my phone. And that is just disgusting to me. That is like the opposite of character development, and I don't want this. I don't want this to become my life. I don't want to be that person that is so dependent on their phone. They pick it up 1,000 times during the day. I don't want to be that girl. If this is your first time in this channel, just know that I am a mess, but at least I'm honest about it. So yeah, the first step of this challenge is to look at my screen time. And that is honestly terrifying because I just know it's going to be some really astronomical numbers, and I'm going to have to spend 5 hours reading a single book because that's the amount of time that I spend on my phone. So we'll just see what pops up. Let's go. I need to stop talking and just face my demons. Okay. Okay, if we go to my most used apps, I have 5 hours and 18 minutes. 5 hours and 18 minutes in Sudoku. And the next most used app is Instagram with a whooping 4 hours and 42 minutes. Sheesh. That's not great, you know what I mean? We're going to take this day by day, and then for a whole week, instead of using my phone, I'm going to read for the same amount of time that I used my phone. So our first day of the week, I'm going to be reading for 4 hours and 24 minutes. Okay. Tuesday, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Okay, this is going a lot better than I thought. This is totally doable. I can read for 2 hours and 47 minutes. 4 hours and 3 minutes for Wednesday. This is good. This is good. What happened on Thursday? What happened? Why did it just suddenly go up to 6 hours and 23 minutes? How am I supposed to read for 6 hours and a half? That is inhumane. I mean, yeah, I can totally do scrolling for 6 hours, but reading, using my brain, I don't think so. I'm disgusted with myself. Sorry. 4 hours and 10 minutes for Friday. I spent an hour and 10 minutes playing Sudoku. 4 hours and 45. For Sunday, we have 3 hours and 11 minutes. Not bad. It's my second lowest screen time of the week. My first one being 2 hours and 47 minutes. So I think this is totally doable. Will it be easy? Definitely not, especially on Thursday where I have to read for 6 hours and a half, which is disgusting. I think I can do this. I think I can totally do this. I definitely thought it was going to be a lot more than it actually is because I've just been spending so much time on my phone. It makes me kind of disgusted with myself, and that is in no way a call out to you, dear viewer. If your screen time is higher, maybe join me in this challenge, but in no way am I judging you for what you do with your phone, what you do with your time. That is your decision. I thought I would mention the books that I'm hoping to read throughout this week, throughout this challenge. The first book that I want to read is Humongous. The main reason that I chose this book for this challenge is because I feel like this is the only way that I can force myself to read this book. I do want to read it, but the sheer size of this book is so intimidating that I'm always putting it off. So I think that this challenge is going to be like a double challenge for me because I am terrified of big books. And the only way I'm going to read Crescent City 2 is through this challenge. Sarah J. Maas, House of Sky and Breath, a Crescent City novel. Look at this brick, look at this murder weapon. This has 801 pages. And then the other one is a Jane Austen book. So yes, I'm giving you Brainiac, I'm giving you Classique, I'm giving you whatever it is I'm giving you. I'm giving you Airplane Rides, apparently. Emma, written by Jane Austen. This is the last of the Austen novels that I'm missing. I am so excited to read this because I think this is one of her most famous ones. Next to Pride and Prejudice, I've heard so much about Emma, and I know that so many people love this book and love the character. I know that Clueless is like this modern spin on Emma, so I'm very excited to see why Emma is so beloved, and hopefully I'll finally get to it because I've been saying that I want to read Emma for like the past 2 years and I still haven't picked it up. I also have some manga for when I feel like the written word is just a little too much for my brain. I have volumes 16 and 17 of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is my TBR for this reading challenge. Will I read all of them? Probably not, but I will definitely be making some huge progress in all of these books. So without further ado, why don't we just start? Because today I have to read for 2 hours and 47 minutes. And you know what? I think I'm going to start with House of Sky and Breath just because I recently watched Carrie Can Read's recap on the first book, House of Blood and Earth, House of Earth and Blood, House of Blood and Earth. These titles, I swear to you. Anyways, I watched Carrie Can Read's recap and it made me really excited to jump back into this world, even though a lot of people have said that this is a really bad sequel and it's super confusing, it's super boring. But hey, I'm just going to try and lower my expectations as low as they can go and just go into this book just for the vibes, you know what I mean? So yes, without further ado, let's start this reading challenge. Let's get into it. Oh my god, let's go. I need to start a timer because I'm not just going to read and just guess at how much time I've been reading for. Okay, I might be going a little bit insane. This is how long I've been reading for. And I'm not saying I'm going insane, but I'm also not saying that, you know what I mean? Because I cannot remember the last time that I read in general. Like, I can't remember the last time that I picked up a book, but I also can't remember the last time that I read for an hour and 43 minutes straight. And I'm still only halfway through my reading goal for the day, which is 2 hours and 47 minutes. Disgusting. I don't know how I'm going to do 3 hours, let alone 6 hours. Like, I do not want Thursday to come because that is going to be one heck of a day. But anyways, I thought I would update you guys since I'm in the halfway point for today. I have read 116 pages of Crescent City, book 2. I'm still not sure the name of the book, House of Sky and Breath, but that's so long. Life is too short for long book titles, so the point is, I'm in page 116, chapter 11. I will be honest, at first, like in the first 20 minutes, it was really hard to get into it. Not necessarily because of the book, but because it's been so long since I've read high fantasy books, and also since I've just read in general, that it was just hard for me to lose myself in the story and to actually be interested in what was going on, and just getting back into this world, trying to remember all of the little details and how it works and everything. It was all just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't have started with a high fantasy for this reading challenge, but the more that I read and the more that I forced myself, even though I was checking the timer like every 10 minutes, I'm halfway there, and I think I have a good groove going on right now. So I think even though the first half of today's goal was a bit hard to get through, I think the second half is just going to zoom by, especially because the book is getting interesting. It's definitely, like, even though there are so many pages, I feel like the pacing is well done so far. Like, it's not slow, in my opinion. So I'm just having fun spending time with these characters, the sexual tension, the murders, the torturing. It's all fun. And yeah, that's it for this reading update, and wish me luck. Insane amount of screen time that I've been accumulating has just burned off quite a few of my brain cells, and I didn't realize that for Monday it's actually 4 hours and 24 minutes, not the 2 hours and 47 minutes that I thought was for Monday, but it's actually for Tuesday. And I literally just finished my 2 hours and 47 minutes of the day, and I was so proud. I was like, oh my god, I reached page 200. I'm doing so good. And then I realized that I mixed up the days, and now I don't feel that successful. But it's okay because, you know what I mean? It's okay. So basically, I'm just gonna switch the days over. So today I did the 2 hours and 47 minutes, and tomorrow I'll do the 4 hours and 24 minutes that I should have done today. My brain cells have they haven't worked out. You know, I haven't taken them out to exercise in quite a while, so it's a little bit rough up there, but it's okay. We're waking up. We're definitely waking up now, babes. I haven't used my phone at all except for Spotify. Anyways, I am actually exhausted, so I think I'm going to take a break. I will not use my phone, but maybe I'll watch some YouTube or something on my computer so that my phone doesn't take that as screen time. And yeah, successful first day, a bit of a rough start, but we got there in the end. And yeah, fingers crossed, day 2 is even better. Today I have to read for 4 hours and 24 minutes, and I'm honestly in a really good reading mood, so I don't think it's going to be as hard as yesterday, because I'm already 200 pages into House of Sky and Breath, so the story's already, you know, it has a good pace going. I'm not really struggling to get started. I just want to read, and I haven't felt like that in so long, so I feel like the reading challenge is already doing its magic on me. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get reading, because I just want to read as much as possible today, so let's go do that. don't know who to thank for this, but whoever has been sending me the best reading vibes, thank you so much. 2 hours and 50 minutes into my 4-hour and 24-minute reading day. And even though I had a very busy morning, mid-afternoon, I am finally back home and I can finally concentrate on reading House of Sky and Breath. And I am so proud of myself because I've just been so good, you know, and I really thought I was gonna struggle a lot more because, as I mentioned earlier in the vlog or earlier in the video, I haven't been reading. And also the fact that I've been meaning to read this book since it came out. And I think it's like about to be a full year since this book came out, or like close to that. So I don't know, I'm just feeling happy. I'm feeling proud of myself, which is not something that I feel very often. So I'm feeling very nice, and I am officially halfway through House of Sky and Breath. I am in page 433, 367 pages to finish this bad boy. So I feel like I can finish this tomorrow if I keep reading at the pace that I'm reading. And I just wanted to take this little quick halfway point update time to tell you a little bit of how I'm liking this book, because it's also been so long since I've read a high fantasy book, and that's also a big part of why I was so intimidated by this book, because I thought that my brain was just not going to be able to handle it. Of course, we have so many different beings. We have angels, we have mer people, we have fae, we have I don't know if that's a spoiler. Like, we just have so many magical beings in one single book, and also we have just so many things happening. So I thought it was going to be hard for me to get into the story and enjoy it, because I've just been reading so many classic books and I've been reading so much contemporary. I thought I was over fantasy, but I think I may be falling back in love with fantasy books, or like the fantasy genre. So I'm really excited about that, because I kind of miss just the fantasy books. Like, I miss being in these super action-packed worlds. You never really know all of the plot twists that can come your way. There have been so many reveals and so many different things happening, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It just feels very exciting. And I don't know, like, I'm just having so much fun, and I really like Bryce, our main character. I love her. I love how tenacious she is. I love how hardworking and hard-headed she can be at times. And her relationship with Hunt, like, I really love her relationship with Hunt, and all of these new characters. I mean, they're not new, but like, I'm getting reacquainted with them and just getting to know Rune again. I really appreciate Rune, and the chapters that we get with his point of view, I particularly enjoy, just because I really like Rune as a character. And sometimes I will admit this book gets a little bit ridiculous, because like, the world is falling apart, but Bryce and Hunt are busy in the bedroom. So yeah, it can be ridiculous, but I'm just having fun, and I think that's the most important part. I'm really excited to see where the story goes, because I've read Sarah J. Maas before, and she does not pull her punches. She can take me completely by surprise, but somehow it makes sense. I'm going to go back to reading now, because I'm in the middle of a very good chapter, if you know what I mean. Yes, I'm in the middle of a very good scene, and I had to stop because I looked at the timer and I was like, okay, halfway point, let's go. But yeah, I want to get back to it. Yeah, let me live this, okay? I need to live vicariously through these characters. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, leave a like, subscribe, I don't know, do something. You can refresh your tea, refresh your drink, get another snack if you finish the first one that you started this video with. Just like, you know, replenish your supplies. Now that we're done with the updates, it's time to go back to reading. Yes, That is amazing. Hi, hello my friends. Today is, what's that word? Today is Wednesday and I have to read for 4 hours and 3 minutes. So that is 21 minutes less than yesterday. And I think potentially, no promises here, but I think I could potentially finish House of Sky and Breath today because 4 hours and 3 minutes. I'm missing 235 pages to finish this, and I think I read about 100 pages every hour and 10 minutes. So I feel like I could totally do this and I'm excited. That's why it's very bright and early in the day. It's currently 9 a.m. in the morning and I just want to read. I only have things to do in the afternoon, so I thought I would take advantage of my free morning for once and read. I may not be able to read for the full 4 hours and 3 minutes that I have to, but I can read for quite a bit of time. I have a big cup of coffee. I have good intentions, good vibes. I think this is totally doable and I am so excited because I thought I would never get to House of Sky and Breath. So without further ado, let's just get to reading.
2 hours later.
Espérate, por favor, coño, que vaina, por favor, espérate. Wait. I'm so... Oh my god, my phone! I'm like literally trembling. I can't believe Sarah J. Maas has done this. Okay, listen, let's get this out of the way. Just please focus on what matters right now. It's been 2 hours and 35 minutes. I don't care how much time I have left. I'm literally trembling. I literally screamed. I can't. Why did I am missing. I'm missing 2 pages to finish House of Sky and Breath, and the page that I just read, I'm literally crying like, oh my god, this bitch did this. like, oh my god, like I can't believe that you did it. The way that I can't even say anything because it would spoil it, and like this book has been out for so long and I can't believe I haven't been spoiled for it, but I'm so happy that I wasn't because, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. Why am I crying? I'm literally crying. No, like same. Sarah J. Maas did this. Ay, perdón. Like this book was good, but now it's like so good. I'm literally sweating. That's how excited I am. I know that's a very sexy detail, sorry. Anyways, I'm going to take like a second. I'm gonna do like a few laps around my house just to like calm down and get rid of all this adrenaline that is coursing through my body as I speak. I have officially finished House of Sky and Breath, written by Sarah J. Maas, and I look like an absolute mess. I'm so sorry for that, but yes. I'm still missing an hour and 37 minutes or 27 minutes, something like that, of my daily reading goal that I have for today. I'm just going to read Jujutsu Kaisen because, yeah, my mind is too riled up to read a classic right now. Like, yeah, I need to go run or something. I need to go. I just need to do this thing so that then I can go ahead and give it the 5 stars it deserves. Thank you. Exactly. And also, babe, Oh my god, don't even get me started. Oh, this looks very hot. Hi, King. Love you so much, even though I hate you. Maki is like my new favorite character. Like, look at her. Exactly. Oh, this is another good one. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, exactly, babes. So I am 4 hours into my 6 hour and a half you know what I mean? This is the day that I've been dreading ever since I started this experiment or this reading challenge, because 6 hours and a half just sounds so preposterously impossible. It's almost like a torture device. Especially if you're reading a classic. I feel like I didn't plan this out correctly, because I've been reading Emma by Jane Austen for 4 hours straight, and don't get me wrong, I love classics as much as the next girl, but reading a classic for 4 hours straight and just like really trying to understand what's going on, it takes a toll on your brain, on your person. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've pushed my brain to the limit, and it's not like I want to die. Like, the probability of my death is at a 60%. I've been reading for 4 hours, but I'm in page 200. Make it make sense, because compared to A House of Sky and Breath, I think at hour 4 I was in page 300 and something. So why am I now at hour 4 with Emma and I'm 200 pages in? I think you can tell that my brain is slowly dissolving. I think it's taken me a lot longer with this book, because apart from it not being a high fantasy book where it's packed with action scene after action scene, and we also have a few sex scenes thrown here and there, I think that I'm also taking a lot more time to digest the story and trying to just like understand what Jane Austen was trying to say with this story and these characters and the situations that these characters are in. I'm just trying to like truly appreciate this Jane Austen novel. I have stopped quite a few times to annotate. As you can see, I do have a few tabs. Not as many as I thought I would. I thought I would really enjoy Emma, but turns out I hate our titular character, our main character, Emma. She is disgusting. One of the things that I never want to catch myself doing is hating on women, especially if they don't deserve it, because I love morally great characters, especially if they're women. But with Emma, she has this superiority complex that really makes me just like, ugh, like roll my eyes at her and just be like, can you not? I hope you fall off your high horse because you need a little knock on the head. She just thinks she's so much better than everybody else, even when she's not, and she's ruining lives. She ruined the life of her best friend, and she won't even take accountability. She's like, I'll own up to 20% of the damages, but 80% is everybody else's fault. Like, how would I know? But she's just like this little mastermind, or she thinks that she's this little mastermind that's just matchmaking these perfect couples, when in reality she's just ruining lives, and for no good reason except for the fact that she's bored. And I don't know, there's just something about her that doesn't sit right with me. And maybe the more that I read, you know, she'll go through this huge character arc and she'll develop into this agreeable character, into this tolerable person. But where I am right now in this story, I don't like Emma. I don't like how she treats people. I don't like how she sort of feels good when she sees other people struggling. Like, there's this one scene where Emma visits some poor people and she's like, oh my god, I feel so much better right now. Like, oh, seeing other people struggle and seeing other people live in misery really made me feel good about myself. And when I read that, I was like, okay, I hope you die. I am missing 2 hours and 23 minutes for my reading day to end, so maybe I'll reach page 250 or like 300 before the day ends. I have no idea. How am I doing? Let's talk about that. I mean, just look at me. Like, do I really need to vocalize what I've been feeling? I am tired. I don't want to read anymore. I think like by hour 3, I was like, okay, can I stop? Can I just pretend that I read? But I can't. Like, the Capricorn in me just loves following rules, so I can't really do that, unfortunately. But I really just want to like close my book, stop the timer, put on some Gilmore Girls, get myself a good cup of coffee. I mean, I could do that, but I'm too lazy. Like, I just want to not think. I want to not use my brain and just put on some Gilmore Girls, or put on a YouTube video, put on some ghost hunting episode that I find randomly. I don't know, like, I don't want to think. I don't want to read. I just want to close my eyes and disassociate. Anyways, that's how I'm doing. How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, once again, I feel like I've said this before, don't mind if I repeat myself. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. It really helps me out. Yeah, I like don't want to talk. Even though I am feeling like this, I'm still enjoying my reading time. Hopefully Emma turns out to be a great character. Right now she isn't, and I don't know why I'm moving like this. I think I'm losing it on camera. I think I have to go. Show you this, because like, look at that face. Now let's end this. Are you kidding? Look at that. Wow. I actually haven't updated you guys in quite some time, so I have a lot of things to talk about. First things first, I finished Emma. I think I finished it on Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Like, I have to look back on the footage because I have no idea. All of these days are just blurring together. Yes, I'm having fun reading, and yes, I'm having fun choosing a healthier alternative to my phone. But at the same time, I feel like 4 hours, 5 hours, it's just too much reading for one day. So my brain is honestly, what's that word, struggling? Yes. This is like some forced character development that I am just not ready for. My character arc is just not there yet. But it's okay. We're living. We're still alive. We're breathing. So I finished Emma by Jane Austen, and I actually gave it 4 stars. I ended up liking Emma a lot more as the story progressed because, of course, she developed as a character, so she wasn't as annoying as she was at the beginning, and that made for a very enjoyable reading experience. And after I finished Emma, which was the last book in my TBR for this video, I was like, okay, what now? And then I remembered that I had some unread Spy Family volumes, so I decided to read volumes 4 and 5. Both of these were 5 stars, and I don't think anybody's surprised by that because I love Spy Family so much, and it's definitely helping in filling up the hole that Full Metal and Demon Slayer have left behind, because I finished 2 of my all-time favorite series back to back. So I'm glad that I have Spy Family to fall back on, because otherwise I would just go insane with sadness. So I finished these 2, I think the same day that I finished Emma. And today I read one more Spy Family volume. Today I started my day with reading another volume of Spy Family, which was volume 6, and this was so fun and so good. We have a tennis tournament, and it's just hilarious. It was so good, and we have this new character, and it was so fun getting to know her and her humor, and it was fantastic. Like, you think Spy Family can't get better, and then it does. After I finished Spy Family, I decided to start another classic that I wasn't planning on reading so quickly. I did recently get this. Since I completed and went above and beyond my TBR for this reading challenge, I thought I would just pick up another book that I've been sort of intimidated by, and I thought I would take this reading challenge as a way to motivate me to pick it up, and that is A Tale of Two Cities, written by Charles Dickens. This is my very first Dickens novel, and yeah, I'm afraid. I'm a little bit intimidated, not gonna lie. I'm 76 pages in. I've been reading A Tale of Two Cities with my Patreons. We've actually been doing some morning and afternoon reading sprints because I need the company. I think I'm going a little bit insane, and I just need someone to like banter with. I need someone to just discuss books with me, because 4 hours and 45 minutes of uninterrupted reading is just a little bit too much, especially since I'm still recovering from the 6 hours and 13 minutes that I had to do like 3 days ago. Yeah, it's been a lot, but it's been fun. I'm really excited to continue A Tale of Two Cities. What I've read so far is very entertaining. People are dying, people are being tortured, you know, it's a good time. So today's plan is to do more Patreon reading sprints and hopefully, I don't know, maybe reach page 150 of A Tale of Two Cities. So far, I have 2 hours and 37 minutes out of my 4 hours and 45 minute goal for the day. So I think I can definitely read a good chunk of A Tale of Two Cities today. This is the day before last, so we're almost at the finish line. If you're still here, wish me luck, because I feel like, you know, I feel like I could give up at any second now, but I'm persevering because I'm doing this for you guys, and I'm also doing it for myself, but mostly for you guys. So yeah, let's go back to reading. Today is the last day of this reading challenge, and I, for one, am so relieved that today is the last day because it's been fun, but it's also been so hard to, you know, keep myself motivated and pick up books day after day for 4 hours straight, sometimes even 6 hours. And it's been hard, but it's also been quite a learning experience because I've realized that the less amount of time that I spend on my phone, the less guilty I feel throughout the day, and also I feel a lot more productive. So it's definitely been a very interesting challenge, and today is the last day. And I am so ready for it because today I have to read for 3 hours and 11 minutes. And I'm going to focus today's reading hours to A Tale of Two Cities, written by Charles Dickens. I started this yesterday. I'm in page 174. So I feel like with 3 hours, I could totally read quite a lot, honestly. And I'm excited. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it would be a lot harder to get into. I thought the language would be a lot denser than it actually is. But it's very accessible, like a lot more than I thought it would be, so that is a relief. And I'm excited that I'm enjoying the story and I'm enjoying the characters, especially Sydney Carton. There's just something about Sydney Carton that speaks out to me. I see myself in him when he speaks and when he's talking about all the self-hatred and regrets that he has in his life. I'm like, T. So yeah, I've been enjoying getting to know these characters and just getting to know this world, and I'm excited to continue. So without further ado, let's start the timer for the very last time. And yeah, let's just get this party started. I didn't only complete my TBR, I went far above and beyond. So, you know, everybody just give me a pat on the back. Say you're proud of me, please. I read 8 books in the span of a week. Because of this reading challenge, I honestly would have never even come close to this amount of books if it weren't for this reading challenge. So in a sense, I feel like I should thank my phone or my addiction to my phone for allowing me to become so much of a girl boss. You know what I mean? Like, we have to go through rough times in order to achieve greatness, and that is what I have done. I have achieved greatness. The first book that I finished was House of Sky and Breath. This was a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm really happy with my reading experience, and this has single-handedly reignited my love for fantasy. So yes, I have Sarah J. Maas to thank for that. So thank you. Then I read Emma by Jane Austen, and this was a 4-star. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. At first, like even before I picked up this book, I thought that I was going to love this. I thought it was going to be on par with Pride and Prejudice. And then the more that I read, my expectations just kept getting lower and lower. But then I kept on reading and I actually enjoyed it more than I was at the beginning. So this was definitely a bumpy ride, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, and it ended up being a 4-star. Then I read volumes 16 and 17 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Both of these were 5 out of 5 stars. Is anybody surprised? I don't think so, unless you're new to my channel, which, hi, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes. And then since I didn't really know what else to read since I had completed my initial TBR, I decided to pick up more unread manga, and I read volumes 4, 5, and eventually I really enjoyed my time reading Spy Family. Again, all 3 of these were 5 stars, especially volume 4 and volume 6, because this new character, I just love her so much. Her name is Nightfall. She's an incredible asset to this story and I can't wait to read more from her. And then I decided to challenge myself by picking up yet another intimidating classic. And this is my first Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. I've read quite a lot, as you can see by the tags. Look at all of them, don't look at me. So as you can see by the tags, I've read quite a few and I have obviously enjoyed quite a bunch. I've enjoyed this story a lot more than I thought I would, especially the characters. Well, not exclusively, but like particularly Sydney. And I feel like Mr. Manette is such a silver fox and I love that for him. And like I'm reading some chapters where he's like really growing into his character and he's becoming more powerful and confident in himself, and I'm just like, oh my god, okay, king. And then I remember he's like 65 years old and I'm like, okay. I made it to page 315 and then my timer ran out. I actually only have 85 pages to go before I finish A Tale of Two Cities, which I never thought I would say this year. Like I bought this in October on my trip to Chicago and I was like, okay, I will eventually get to this, I promise you. But for some reason I was just so intimidated by merely the name of Charles Dickens is intimidating to me just because of everything that it symbolizes, and I've heard so much about his works and like his legacy, so I was afraid that I was going to be too dumb to understand it, but I am so pleasantly surprised and I'm actually having so much fun reading this. As much fun as you can have while reading a very bloody and very depressing story about the French Revolution. I'm currently in the middle of a scene that's giving me so much anxiety. I was almost glad that I have an excuse to put this book down, because right now I think one of our characters is about to face a not so nice destiny, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want every single one of my characters to be happy and have a good future ahead of them, and I think this character's future is about to be cut short. So yeah, anyways, I guess I have to thank my phone addiction for giving me a reason and motivating me. Well, I don't think it's called motivation if you're being forced into it, but alas, I am so surprised at the amount of books that I was able to read, and also I'm also surprised by how not hard this was. Like, yes, some days I did not want to read, and some days I was like, okay, is the timer done? Like, can I stop? Can I just binge Gilmore Girls? Can I binge Love is Blind? Like, can I not use my brain for a hot second here? For the most part, I was really excited to be doing this reading challenge, and I felt really good about myself for not using my phone. I can say with all the confidence in the world, I definitely prefer reading over endlessly scrolling through my social media and feeling horrible about myself. So I just needed this cute little reading challenge to remind me of the value of reading. And I mean, I did use my phone throughout the week, of course, I am human, but I didn't use it as much as I was tending to do these past few weeks. Like, I didn't just spend 3 hours playing Sudoku, or I didn't spend 4 hours watching Reels and TikToks. Like, I don't know, I just felt so nice and I felt so productive, and I didn't feel horrible at the end of every day, which is honestly, it was a very surprising feeling. I think I can safely say that this reading challenge was a success, and I'm really proud of all the progress that I made, and my character development is just through the roof at the moment. So I'm so happy that you guys came along with me in this experience. If you're still here, wow, congratulations. I love you so much. Please leave this emoji to show that you're a true simper. And I really do hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if there are any other reading challenges that you would like to see me do. And also, what did you think of this one? What do you think of the books that I read? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. And now I have to go edit this monstrosity of a video. So wish me luck, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice. Keep going.